We're gonna talk about our weekly deal drop. This is the last day because weekly deal drops go from Sunday night to the following Sunday night. This is your opportunity to get the OG. This is the Rescue Cream. This is what Dennis created for his mom. He'll tell that story in just a moment. It's a beautiful story. But now, many years later, it is a top seller, Customer Beauty Choice Award winner, because it truly is a multitasker. If you wanna be more efficient, you wanna kind of take your arm and just swipe away all the AM cream, PM cream, day cream, neck cream, body cream, all of it, primer even, you can grab the Rescue Cream and it will do all of those things for you. Of course, it's clean beauty. It is a 6-in-1. We'll show you on the screen all the things this replaces. But the hydration you get, the moisture it locks in, and honestly, smoothing and refining your skin's texture and tone. That is incredible on something that is clean beauty. So what we are doing for you today, this is the full size jar. There's usually $36.95 for one. So you're saving $12 and you're getting a second one, again, at no cost to you. So we have Aqua de Coco, we have Cocoa Nutty, and we have Lavender Moon, a handful of those down in the front. Grab it now while you can, see what everybody loves so much about it. Dennis, I'd love to hear the story of this cream and really the success you've had with this. We all just want to simplify our lives, you know?
I can't make this one fast enough. And again, this is how we're again, repaying and thanking everyone for it, for believing in me, because look, it's really hard to stand and say multitasker. Yeah. Especially when it comes to a face body cream, because it's not a body cream. People might think that, but trust me, if you read the reviews, you'll see. Even my mom, so I made this for my mom. She was going through, something in the hospital, her own journey, but she brought me into it. She was more afraid of what could happen to her hair. She didn't really was too concerned about her skin, but hair-wise, I was in check. I had her. But on the skin-wise, this was a gift to her. She looked at me and said, no. What? One can't do everything. Right. No, Denny, in her Italian accent. I'm like, you just got to trust me. And now there's no way, like, Amanda can vouch for me. She'll call me after I send her a jar. She'll just start using it, and she starts calling me. Probably because I procrastinate.
Yeah, she's got to get ahead of it.
Because I'm always tweaking it. So, but like she used it as a primer there. There's no silicones. It's all good. And why is that important? Because it acts as your barrier. So then you put this first, and that's why I'm saying it's great to use as a primer, and it gives you a different texture than you're used to. You're used to the silicones. They're slippy, silky, but they're fake, and they're Band-Aids. This will go on and give you a velvety finish. It's intentional, so it will grip anything you put over top of it and blend into it. It's not going to beat up. It's not going to turn to gommage or pilling. It's not going to, crease. It just blends right in, and your body, your skin accepts it because there's no chemicals that it doesn't like. So in other words, if it needs something and it wants something, especially nighttime after 9 p.m., because that's when it starts to regenerate, and your cell turnover at 2 a.m., this is ideal to be putting on at 9 p.m. and in the morning to protect as well. You'll see great, honestly, you just got to read the reviews. I can't make claims, but other than the reviews tell the story, and the fact that a customer top pick from the moment that it came out to everyone. And that meant the world to me, because I had to stand here and say, look, it replaces those 5 things that you buy in those glass jars that you're paying more for the glass.
Yeah.
Really?
And the water that's in it, too.
Yeah, exactly. You've got water at home, so if you find that it's too dense, but you won't. And look, Sylvia doesn't think. Look at her forehead; just said everything. So fine lines. If you're wondering, does it work? I've got 3 different forms of hyaluronic in this specific one, and they all have it. Doesn't matter what scent you go with. One that sits on the outside, one that goes a little deeper in, and then one sits in the middle. So you're protected in every possible way, and it's always drawing moisture from the atmosphere, putting it in. So you'll see results even better as you wear it.
Yes, and look at the difference. So when Danya puts her 2 arms together, especially this time of year when it's still freezing everywhere, the air is dry, you've got the heat on inside. Look at the top arm where she used the Rescue Cream, and look at the bottom. Now imagine that's your elbows, your knuckles, your heels. Maybe you're using this just for the relief from super dry skin. Maybe you're using it for the beauty benefits, for lines and wrinkles and texture and pores. Maybe you're using this as your makeup primer because it really does have an interesting texture to it. It's almost like a velvety finish, and it truly does grip everything. You'll find that your makeup stays on better, even if I'm using this and I'm going to work and I've got makeup on all day and I'm talking and smiling. Usually things can crack or fade or start to run down your face. Try this as a primer. I mean, it does everything. I rub it into my cuticles. It's great at night. Put it on your feet and put socks on before you go to bed. This is why it's such a big customer pick. You can truly use it head to toe for anything, and it is so well loved. That's why we wanted to make it a weekly deal drop for you, and we wanted to not only give you a great value at $12 off of one, then we wanted to double that up for you. So you're not even paying for the second option, but today is the last day of our weekly deal drop. The full week will run its course once we hit midnight. So $4.99 is your flex payment to get them both home, free shipping, and try it for 30 days. If you don't love it, you can always send it back for full refund of your purchase price. But it is one of those things, you've got to get it onto your skin to understand why everybody freaks out about this product. 6 in 1, it sounds too good to be true, but I'm telling you, you end up using it for everything, and it's a dream for when you travel, Dennis, to just have one jar for everything.
Well, yeah, and you're getting 2 jars over 10 ounces of eye cream, really, for $24. Like, look, there's eye creams that sell for $50 for, what, a half ounce or an ounce. And Sylvia, so she's showing you as a primer, and just as a primer, so she's put her makeup over top. She didn't wait. You don't have to wait. And you can look at her forehead or under eyes. Like, you'll see results instantly. The longer you use it, of course, it's a cumulative as well. Some of it is temporary. You get immediately a plumping effect. And it's always going to be different. It depends on how much moisture is out in the air. But you control the texture by, because it's all about molecule and energy. I call it the skeleton of the cream. So this is what made it so special, is the more that you break it down, the more heat, we'll call it, heat between your hands, emulsifying it, you'll see it go clear. You turn it into your serum, and that's what you use for your eyes and your primer. And for your skin, if you want a more rich effect, then you don't break it down. You just swipe it once or twice on your arm, it'll just blend right in. Any tips from you?
Sometimes I put extra on and have it like kind of soak in.
All women put extra.
So it's like a body treatment.
Like a mask.
Like I'll do my hair
like a
treatment
mask.
and body treatment at the same time. Let it sit on thick, and then I rub it in, and it's beautiful.
I'm with you, Amanda. Almost like a mask, too. You know, you put on extra and go to bed. Holy moly.
I go from my forehead into my hair. So
there you go. Slick it back. It works. It works for all of it. I love it for a cuticle cream, too. I mean, honestly. Yeah. That's the one I keep using. I'm talking on our Facebook Live. I keep telling all the ladies on Facebook Live, I'm like, I can't stop just breathing it in while you guys are talking. Let's go through the scents, if you don't mind. The Agua de Coco, it really is beautiful.
Yeah, it's my new coconut. I was hinting because I'm launching a whole tanning line. So I wanted my own proper, not that typical coconut. This one's it's light, but it's beautiful. It's more on a sophisticated side. There is, when I say that, but there's also banana Fosters in it. But if I didn't tell you, there's no way you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
No, but those are the little, like, everything's a memory for me. So every fragrance means so much to what, I just don't make them up. Like, I can tell you a story. I can sit here for an hour. Not that we have an hour to talk about one fragrance, but that's why Amanda will tell me to shut up. she sits beside me. I know when I was too, but she'll just get up and leave, and I'm still talking. It's okay.
But I appreciate that, though, Dennis. You do have a story. All of this comes from inspiration from your travels. You are the ingredient hunter. There's a reason you earned that name, because you literally traveled to the ends of the earth to find these special ingredients. So Agua de Coco is beautiful. Lavender Moon is more limited. I think it's our most limited option, and that's like a sultry, sexy nighttime lavender.
Yeah, so I went from no lavender for 22 years, believe it or not, because normally that's the first thing you launch. We did Lavender Rain. Well, I used that base, and I went nighttime. So it's a lot more seductive. It's deeper. It's date night. And it's not your typical lavender. I hate lavender. If you can tell, that's why I waited so long. It needed to be right. Like, would you explain that?
Yeah, I'm normally not a fan of lavender either. And it's like this seductive, sexy lavender. And yeah, there's more to it than just that in-your-face lavender. Just like any of Dennis's scents.
The black orchid. That blended with the lavender that we're extracting from here in Quebec, like the field just down the road. Now it's covered in about, I don't know, there's another foot. It's been snowing for 2 days here.
Wow, it's been raining for 2 days here. Yeah.
I have to go shovel in between shows.
Wow. Okay, Cocoa Nutty. Just as limited as Lavender Moon, actually. We've only got just about 100 more of these than the Lavender Moon. How would you describe Cocoa Nutty versus the Agua de Coco?
Yeah, so the Cocoa Nutty has the walnut, although it does have a little bit of banana, the almond milk. Basically, we went to Bali and we were given those bowls are for real. So what you see, those are the exact ingredients that I used to create the scent. I basically dried them down. I created a powder out of them. I freeze dried them. So that way they're straight from the source and they stay, like I don't have to put a preservative into it. When I need it, I grab it, extract it, and put it into the product and I rehydrate it. And that's when the time clock from the day that I picked it off the vine, it starts. You're really getting a fresh, and that's why some of you, when you get it, when you first use it, you'll get this kind of an intensity at the beginning, but then it dissipates because at that point, it's all microsphered and encapsulated. So only when you move and create an energy, a movement or heat, a change in temperature, will the fragrance will be released.
Wow, and I think that's why the lavender smells so amazing too, because you're talking clean beauty. These are true ingredients, oils and extracts, botanicals. It's not like potpourri or, you know, like an air freshener would be. I mean, it is a true, every one of these scents is truly representing that actual ingredient. So they're all lovely. You really cannot go wrong with these. And I just want to remind you, if you're just joining us, it's our weekly deal drop. What that means is we bring in a limited quantity, but we put it at pricing that's comparable to a today's special. It only lasts for 1 week or while supplies last. So in this example, we're going to see Dennis, I think 2 more times today. They will feature the weekly deal drop. I don't think Lavender Moon will make it to the end of the day. And when it's gone, it's gone. The whole deal, the whole price disappears at midnight. So 1 for $36.95 or 2 for $24.95. It's a pretty fantastic value.
Well, we've lost quite a few cents.
Oh, yeah.
From what we started, because when we started, I didn't even notice. We had 5 here.
yeah, they're going pretty quickly, Dennis. But it's a tried and true favorite. We have a quick break, but on the other side, we've got a newer product to the